joined with members of the University of Nevada Club baseball team, just defeated the University of Pittsburgh 6-2. The floor is now open for questions.
Coach, first for you. You talked about it a little bit at the post-game interview, but you guys only had 5 hits tonight. You had to scratch and fall on manufacture runs. How big of a boost is it for this team's confidence to know you can come in and win, relatively low-scoring games against quality opponents?
It's a huge boost to our confidence, definitely. When you look at a low-scoring game, it shows a lot to our defense, and it shows a lot to their pitching as well. For them to be able to come out and compete against us and to keep us down as well as they have, and for us to be able to battle back, like you said, claw that way, it shows that we are here to compete. And to be honest, I can't be any more proud of the guys than I have been tonight.
Yep. Cameron, Chris Stroll from Pitt on the mound, he really had your bats quieted. You were able to get him turned on a little bit, you could knock out 2 hits today. What did he have on the mound that really seemed to keep your bats off balance?
I mean, he was good. He was in, out. I mean, he was all around the play all game. His curveball was really good. He commanded the zone well, and he commanded at bats. He didn't fall behind. He was going after us, and going in and out as a pitcher is huge. And when you're able to do that and command it, it's pretty hard to hit. So.
Coach, everybody knows Pitt came into this World Series #1 seed, undefeated. What was the morale of the team going into this game? Were they excited to play? Was there any nervousness knowing that Pitt hadn't lost it all year? Tell us a little bit about that.
I don't think there was any nerves, really. You look at stats and you see that they're an undefeated team, and for us being able to kind of share some wisdom with other teams and being able to hear what they have, you kind of get a feel of what you're going to go up against. So nerves weren't really there. We know that we were here for a reason. We came here to compete, we came here to win, and they showed that effort out there tonight.
And what did you guys do differently that came out on top? No other club team was able to do.
What we were able to do differently was to throw this guy here. Trujillo did his spots, he hit his corners, he stayed low just like we said he would, and he was able to keep them down. And when you can keep a good hitting team down like that and give us some time to get those bats going, that helps us out in the long run. I mean, really, the win tonight is completely on his shoulders right here. He earned it.
Nick, did you talk about that game plan? You went 8 innings, scattered 6 hits. Anytime it seemed like they started to get something going, you were able to shut them down. Talk about that game plan going in, and then I guess the trust for the guys behind it as well.
Yeah, my defense, I love my defense. I trust them with everything. So I was just confident the whole game. I went in there without being nervous or anything, and just threw like I threw all season. Let my defense do the work. Yes.
Nick, we noticed during the game you actually wore your World Series credentials under your uniform.
Yeah, I did.
And you were instructed to keep them with you at all times.
Yes.
That may have been a little, taken a little more literally, but does that make you a superstitious kind of guy? Talk to us about that mindset.
It does make me a superstitious kind of guy. I was told to wear it all the time, but else you can't play, so I wore it all game last game and we won, so I was like, I'm not taking it off. Even last night we were sleeping, and I woke up at like 2 a.m. and asked my roommates if they had their credentials on while they were sleeping. So I take it serious.
Yeah.
Coach, can you comment more on Arnold's injury, the details of it, how bad it is? Will we see him again this tournament?
Yeah, Mo definitely had a basic stinger injury, much like a football injury. He got tagged really hard. Muscle started to cramp up on him. He got some ice there towards the end. We'll know more tonight, but as far as it goes right now, for us having a day off, it's going to help. But I think he'll be ready to come out and compete the rest of the tournament.
Cameron, 2-0 in the World Series, your team's never been here before. And you probably had some questions coming in of, what's the rest of the country's competition like? Now you've proven on the field that not only do you belong, but you're in the upper echelon of the national competition. What does that, what does that do to your psyche in terms of confidence in your team?
I mean, I've been confident in our team all year. A lot of people, they see our stats, they see our hitting stats, and we're a good hitting team, and every team that we've played, I've been on first base, and they're like, you guys can hit, or and it's pretty awesome to see that. But when it comes down to it, you look at our pitching staff as well, with Nick and what's his Hood that threw today. We're pretty deep in the pitching, and people don't notice that because they just look at, oh, they got hitters. So I mean, it's going to be, the pitching is a lot of what our hitters do, and it brings confidence to our hitters, which makes our hitters hit. And so our confidence is, I think it's through the roof, and I don't think anybody out here, I think our confidence is probably top notch compared to a lot of others out here for sure.
Coach, Nick Kinzo made a comment yesterday about the humidity and adjusting to that. Obviously, you guys get a day off now, but, and with, I think, the smallest roster here at the World Series, how do you keep your guys fresh, going through this adjustment to the weather?
Well, luckily, because of where we're situated, it's a very little town where guys have been able to go out and kind of venture a little bit. The more that they get outside, the more they get acclimated to the town and everything else, it helps being ready to play in this kind of community. Definitely staying hydrated. I know a lot of the guys have been going out buying waters in their rooms, Gatorades, whatever we can, to try to get those electrolytes flowing so that we are fully prepared for that. And so far, it's been working, so let's stick with it.
Yeah.
Nick, it looked like the communication between you and Nick Rivetta was great. You're a solid battery. Talk about the bond that you do share.
Yeah, I love my catcher. He's caught me every single game, and he calls every game. I rarely shake him off, like, ever, and I put all my trust into him, so he calls the game, and I just throw what he wants, and that's how I do it.
Coach, who can we expect to see on the mound in the next game on Tuesday?
Next guy should be Travis Roberts, the guy who closed it out tonight. Travis has been a bulldog for us all year. And much like a lot of our other starters, he can work the corners, he can stay low. I know it's something that we harp about a lot, but he definitely does a great job of it. He's been the true leader on this team for the past few years. He's the guy that we go to in the tough situations, much like tonight. He's raring to go, and I know he's been chomping at the bit for this kind of a start. It should be a very good one for him.
Any more questions? Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Appreciate it.